Hi everybody. So this video is a more serious video. And this video is about domestic violence in relationships, whether it be family relationships, sexual relationships, sensual relationships, just in general terms. First of all, I want to start by saying it is never your fault. It is not your fault. It has never been your fault, and it will never be your fault. There is just something wrong with them, and they take it on you. I was in a position once where at first I thought it was cute. Oh, he just cares about me this much. It's not cute, and it's not okay. It's not cute to be roughed up and talked down to and belittled and degraded and mistreated and abused. It is never okay for somebody to put their hands on you. It's never okay for somebody to verbally abuse you. It's not cute and it's not your fault. But for many years, you'll think it's me. I'm the reason. I do something to aggravate them. No, it is not your fault. You can be sitting there doing nothing and they will jump down your case because you're sitting there doing nothing. So I was in a position once and let somebody move in with us, and I shouldn't have. This is back when my oldest daughter was small. And at first, it was just talking junk to each other. And I'm like, oh, this is so funny. But it progressed, it got worse. And it turned into punching and slapping and raping, and whether you're with somebody or not, if you say no, the answer is no. If they rip your clothes off and still have sex with you anyway, that is called rape, and it's not okay. And it makes you feel so degraded afterwards, and it's just an experience that I don't wish on anyone. So I want you to know, if you're going through that, get out while you still can. You don't want to get to a point where you snap and you kill or harm them, because you're going to be the one in trouble. And you don't want to get to the point where they kill you or harm you to the point where there's no return. Like, I'll tell you my situation. So one time I was sitting down reading a book, minding my business. My daughter was in her room, and he came in the house in a bad mood. And I just mind my business, because I know sometimes it's best just to not say anything, no matter what they do. And he slapped the pure tea fire out of me because I wasn't paying him any attention. And that was the first actual assault. And I just let it go. And I shouldn't have. I should have stopped it then, because it got worse. Then, what was it? I was laying down and he came in drunk and he wanted to have sex, and I said no. And so he literally we fought, tussled, and then he ended up ripping my clothes off and doing it anyway. And I cried, and I felt like, how could somebody do this to you? Especially after you've said no, and then it just got worse from there. And then one day he punched me in the face, and my eye, to be exact, and I had a black eye. And the last straw was when he hit me in front of my daughter, because I didn't want my daughter to think that that was okay and that that was acceptable. But he hit me in front of my daughter, and I went off, and we were tussling like we were both men. We were tussling. And my mom, I don't know where she came from, but she came out of nowhere, and we broke up the fight. And at that moment, my mama had a talk with me, and I saw how toxic the situation was. And my daughter was crying, and my nephew was crying, and I knew then that I didn't want to be in that situation anymore, because I knew it would only get worse. And then I don't want my daughter growing up thinking it's okay if somebody talks to me like that, or it's okay if I say no and they have sex with me anyway. It is not okay. And it's not okay for people to put their hands on you. It's not okay. And I know it's easier said than done, because some situations are just so far gone, you feel like you have no way out. As long as there is breath in your body, get out. Protect yourself. You don't want to have babies with this person and then they abuse your babies, or you already have babies with this person and they abuse your babies. You don't want your kids to grow up thinking that it's okay to be in such a toxic situation, because kids see everything and they see what's acceptable and what's not. If you don't accept it, they will know it is not acceptable. Like I said, I know it's easier said than done, but I just want you to know, no matter what it takes, get out of the situation. Oh, so sorry, I skipped ahead. So from that moment on, I told him that he had to leave. I didn't care that he had nowhere else to go. I'm like, it's the last straw. You don't put your hands on me in front of my child. My child sees this. She's helpless. There's nothing she can do. She can just sit there and watch. And no child should watch their parent being abused in any kind of way. And all I know is if he would have started abusing my child, I just don't know what I would have done. And I'm just grateful that I was strong enough to make him leave. And I cut off all contact there. It's been about maybe 10 years or so now. And he actually found me on Facebook and he apologized. But yeah, you can apologize and I can accept your apology, but I'm not going to forget what you did. And I will not let you back into my life again, or my child's life, my older child or my younger child, because I know what I do and don't deserve, just like you should know what you do and don't deserve. You don't deserve to be talked down to. You don't deserve to be hit, made fun of, disrespected. Don't put up with it. If you have to start over, it's okay. We've all had to start over at one point or another in our lives. Yes, it is hard to start over, but it is possible. You can grow. You can learn to love yourself, and you can learn to figure out like what you do and don't deserve and what you will and will not put up with, because you are everything and you deserve to be here and you deserve to be happy. We only get one chance at this thing called life. Just one. Do you want to live or do you want to exist? That is the question that you must have. That is the question that you must ask yourself. Do you just want to exist, or do you want to live and be happy and be healthy? And that's about it. If you want to message me, I am perfectly fine with that. If you want to tell me your stories, if you need any advice, if you need any resources, I will gladly help with anything, because I want you to be here and I want you to be happy and I want you to feel loved. And that's it. Have a great day, everybody.